in the FGC, there has to be something toxic going on. And that is what happened last night at the Capcom Pro Tour. As we all know, it was the Capcom Pro Tour Online West qualifier of North America. There was a match between Punk and Alex Myers where there was some heavy lag, a lot of glitching, and Punk did not take to that well, went into the Discord of the Capcom Pro Tour, started cursing, and then went to proceed to Twitter to curse at Alex Myers, talk about the Capcom Pro Tour, and why does this continue to happen, and the net code is trash. We know that the net code is not good. But what I want to talk about is, why do people allow Punk to continue to act like this? Capcom deserves blame. They definitely do. They need to fix their net code. But we have to be honest and start calling out Punk and say enough is enough. You can't act like that. How can you call yourself a professional player when you are calling out and cursing at Capcom and other players, especially when Alex Myers was apologizing, which he didn't have to do, to Punk directly on Twitter about the issues? There is got to be a better way to handle this than he does, because it's a bad look on the FGC. It's a bad look just on the Capcom Pro Tour. And I just want to pose the question to you. Do you think, since this happened again, as far as the Capcom Pro Tour and the net code issues, should it be canceled?
For one, yeah, that type of behavior shouldn't be tolerated no matter who the person is. You're right, Capcom does need to do something about the net code of their game. They're already doing Season 5. Street Fighter 5 has been extended to possibly 2022. Players, pro, casual, they're not going to stand to play this game any longer for that amount of time, and the net code has not been officially addressed and actually fixed. And they can fix it. They're just choosing not to. They're kind of too late in the game to really cancel. I mean, it's almost, they're almost going to be finishing up after this. They really need to take some steps back. They've already made changes, and people who are over the game. So hopefully these new people can put the net code as a priority, because this is getting ridiculous. The net code doesn't excuse bad behavior. It seems like Punk just gets away with this. He had a falling out online with LPN and various other people, other tournaments, complaining about, playing with different people. So this behavior cannot be tolerated anymore. And I hope that, his sponsorship and Capcom take the necessary steps to address this issue.
All seriousness, we do joke, Chris, that this is a bad look, because once I got to think about it, I'm tired of this, because we put too much work, here at Combat Championship Series into the FGC, to see somebody like Punk, who is one of the best players, if not the best player in America, act like a little child. This guy has won tens of thousands of dollars, playing gaming and all of that. And to see some people in the FGC back him up, and I'm talking about people that are, reputable people, and just walk on eggshells when they talk about Punk, just to keep them, I don't know what kind of circle or whatever. But we have to start calling him out and holding him accountable for his actions, and not just saying, oh, well, the net code's bad. So that gives him the right to curse at Alex Myers, who is a great guy and an ambassador, if you really want to be honest, of the FGC. He has been an ambassador for a long time. He's sponsored by Victrix Pro, and he has really been a gentleman overall. He had every right to bring the same energy back to Punk after that. But did he? Nope. He took the high road. And I just think that, honestly, Punk needs to be banned from the Capcom Pro Tour, and he needs to be suspended, or, dropped by Panda Global, because, this has happened too many times. It's just got to stop. And